Find exact value. So in this word problem, remember that you have to write answer in exact values, not in decimal places. The question is, a square lawn is surrounded by a flower bed 1.5 meter wide. If the area of the border equals the area of the lawn, what are the exact dimensions of the lawn? So let's sketch this. So what we have is a square lawn. So let's have a square lawn here. And surrounded by a flower bed, right? So that means 1.5. So let's join these points. That is how we can make another square all around it. Let's say that is the other square. And now what do we have? This is 1.5 meters here and 1.5 meters on either side. So that is what we have, correct? Now what we can assume is, let the inside dimensions be x, all these sides are equal. Then the outside dimensions will be x plus, there are 1.5 on left and 1.5 on the right side also. So it is 1.5 times 2, which is 3. So we have x plus 3. So all the sides are x plus 3 for our square boundary, right? Now let's read the question, try to understand and write down our equations. A square lawn is surrounded by a flower bed 1.5 meter wide. So that is what it is. If the area of the border equals area of the lawn, what are the exact dimensions of the lawn? Now what is the area of the lawn? And what is the area of the border? That is what we are looking forward to. So area of this particular square is x square. And outside area, rather I should say, the area of the border, that means we are looking for this border, correct? That is what we're looking for, is outside area minus inside area. That is what that area is, correct? So let's just share it out first. I hope you understand how we have made the diagram, right? And now let's see how to make the equation. So if the area of the border equals to area of the lawn, so the border area is outside area, which is x plus 3 times x plus 3 minus inside area. If that area is equal to area of the lawn, which is x square, that gives us the equation, right? So we have x square is the inside area, which is equals to x plus 3 whole square minus x square. So that is how we get our equation, correct? Now let's solve this equation and find our answer. So we can expand this, bring all the terms together to one side. So when you expand this, you get x squared plus 2ab, which is 6x plus 9 minus x squared equals to x squared. So from here, x squared and x squared, when you take on this side, so one of them gets cancelled, right? So we are left with minus x squared. So I prefer to bring all the terms to the left, and I always want x squared to be written as positive coefficients, right? So what I will do is, we have x squared minus x squared, which is 0. So I'll bring all the terms to the left side now. So we get x squared minus 6x minus 9 equals to 0. So that is the equation. Now when we need to find exact values, that means we should use quadratic formula to solve it, right? So the quadratic formula, if you remember, is if you have to find what x is, it's minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2 times a. Now in this case, a equals to 1, the coefficient of x squared, b equals to minus 6, and c is minus 9, right? So these are the values. So let's find, using this quadratic formula, the value of x. So x is equals to minus of b, that gives us 6, plus minus square root b square minus 6 square is 36, minus 4 times ac. Now this minus and minus becomes positive, so it becomes plus 36 square root divided by 2 times a, which is just the number 2, right? So we substituted these values and got that, correct? So now let's solve this. So what I want to really show you, how to simplify this in exact values. So we have x equals to 6 plus minus. Now it is 2 times 36. 36 plus 36, you could write 72, or you can write 2 times 36. It is better to write 2 times 36, since 36 is a perfect square, right? So we get 6 plus minus, you can write this as 6 square root 2 divided by 2, right? Now you can divide each term by 2, so you get 3 plus minus 3 square root 2. So that becomes the answer in exact form, 3 plus minus 3 square root 2. Now the sides or the dimensions can never be negative, correct? And therefore, for this particular example, the answer should be x equals to 3 plus 3 times square root 2, right? Let's write down note that negative is not valid, right? The sides should be positive, right? We are talking about dimensions, so negative is not valid, and therefore this is the only solution, and that is our answer. Do you see that? So we'll write so many, and the units also. The units for us are meters. So we have answer as written as 3 plus 3 square root 2 meters. Perfect. So that is how you're going to solve these kinds of questions. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.